In the last couple of years, we've been working on a new program, a new crossbar initiative at Rhino-Rack. So going down to 2-bar offering with our Recon bar here and our sports bar, with a bit more of a heavy-duty commercial approach on the Recon bar, and then our sports bar, more recreational while still being able to do heavy-duty work. And then we're going to move forward to our leg offering or tower offering, and here we've got our RX 100, 200, 300, and currently we've got our RLKVA, RLT gutter clamp legs, and quick release track mount legs. So these are in development for the new RX variant, so we'll have RX 400, 500 and 600.
The brief was to design an open channel system. So we had a problem with the air going over the open channel. It created a lot of sound, a lot of vibration, whistling, humming sound. And the challenge was to make it silent.
And so our industrial design team and our engineering team were given that challenge to basically make sure that in terms of performance, drag and wind noise, we maintain as good as the VA bar, if not better.
The shape of the profile had to be designed cleverly so the air gets tripped over the channel instead of going straight across it like a whistle. The inspiration for the design came from observing the waves at the ocean. So if you can imagine seeing a wave break and then become full again before breaking again, we applied the same principle to the air going over the channel. We had a lot of air current coming over the front edge. We had to trip that before it hit the edge of the channel. That's what was making the sound. Once we tripped it, the channel became silent.
The main differences in between the VA bar and your sports bar, as you can see, the sports bar will have an open channel while your VA bar has a closed channel. And the reason for this is we wanted to really empower the sports bar to work with our Swift lock. So the way the Swift lock works, just drop it in the channel, anywhere you want in the channel. So it's really much a plug and play hardware. Drop it anywhere you want, and that basically avoids having you to take your accessories off and back on the crossbar as you want to integrate more accessories. You don't have to move anything else, you just drop it where you want.
On the sports bar, there's an interesting feature which is the end cap. The shape of the end cap is following the Horn aerodynamic principle, which is basically the shape of the edge of the aircraft wing. What we're doing with that is to reduce the weight turbulence behind the product. As the car moves forward, the roof rack not only opposes the airflow in the side plane, but also in the top plane. The end cap is held on by a simple clip. It's one piece. There is no key lock. It's very simple, very durable, easy to use.
Throughout the development, there's a big proponent of the development that's all about testing. So as we receive the first prototypes and the first extrusion, we basically run through an enormous amount of testing, whether it's on-vehicle testing or in lab testing. And in lab testing is mainly linked to our ISO certifications for crash testing. So we put our system through the same crash test your vehicle goes through, so city crash tests. And then same thing, vibration testing, so that's pushing it a step further.
We test the products ourselves from a user point of view. So we actually put it on our personal cars and we go out into the bush and try and rate them, but also document how a consumer would use it.
So Sportz is actually, when we first launched the VA bar quite some time ago, it was called Sportz. And then that faded off and became the VA bar or the Vortex bar as we introduced a vortex generating strip on it. And so as we wanted to tie back in the whole family and create a whole kind of group around our crossbar initiative, we put everything under the umbrella of Sportz and created the Sports Bar as this unique component of the Sportz program. So it's basically bringing back a name that everybody is familiar with within the Rhino-Rack range and bringing it back to life with a new bar and a new initiative of crossbars.